Are all American girls such good dancers?
I wouldn't know, sir. Haven't danced with many. Your family will never stand for it. The Prime Minister won't stand for it.
He'll not give up the throne.
And I will be the most despised woman in the world.
The film really explores the life of Wallace Simpson, and it's seen through the eyes of a future fictional character who aspires to live like Wallace.
What are you thinking about?
King and Emperor prepares to publicly renounce his throne for the woman he loved.
What it must feel like to be loved that much.
You're dealing with two real-life historical figures, and there's a vast amount of information about them. Much of it is contradictory. So the wonderful thing about the script was it was clear. It was really clear the story that Madonna wanted to tell.
Every time I'd go out to dinner, I'd bring up their name at a dinner party, and it would be like throwing a Molotov cocktail onto the table. Suddenly, the table would erupt, and everyone would get into an argument about who they were. As I read their story, my feelings toward them kept changing. One minute, I was, enthralled and swept up in it, and then the next minute, I was kind of irritated with them and thinking of them as superficial. And then the next minute, I thought, oh my God, they're human beings like all of us. This guy gave up the throne. What drove him to do that? If it was for a woman and if it was for love, what did this woman have?
I have never known one person so utterly possessed by another as he was by her.
I have found it impossible to discharge my duties as king without the support of the woman I love.
They were exiled from each other, in fact, immediately after he abdicated, and that is in the letters they wrote to each other are in books now, and it is every bit as passionate as the love affair that we all remember when we first fell in love.
Don't you understand? You can do whatever you like, go wherever you want. But whatever you do, I'll follow you.
Turn over! Hey, camera.
Action!
She is the most famous woman on the planet, so yes, she comes with an enormous amount of perceived information, as indeed do Wallace and Edward. And what's wonderful about the film is that it explores more fully the life of Wallace and Edward, but hopefully it will give the audience a chance to see Madonna in a slightly different light as well.
Darling, they can't hurt you. Unless you let them.